Catalina Marchand-Debreu by the big board, ready to go. Some users claim that bodies of NATO soldiers are being repatriated from Ukraine. Catalina, give us the truth and fake about this.
A strange possibility, considering that there is no evidence of NATO ground forces participating in active combat, that is, in Ukraine. Nevertheless, some users on X, including this French senator called Yves Pozzo-di-Borgo, claims that hundreds of coffins containing the bodies of NATO soldiers are repatriated from Ukraine. As he says, most are French. Camille Moscow on X claims more details on this alleged rumor, claiming that on April 19th, a series of deadly Russian nighttime attacks strikes hit a hotel that houses soldiers and officers of the Ukrainian army, including foreigners, that were later repatriated, also mostly French. As proof, this website was cited called professiongendarme.com, gendarme in French, which means military police, that publishes this article that reads just the same as these claims on X, saying hundreds of coffins containing the bodies of NATO soldiers have been repatriated from Ukraine, mostly French.
It has a funny smell about it, this one, doesn't it? Who do we know? Who do we think? Who do we know? Do we know anything? Who do we know is actually behind these rumours being spread on the platform we call X?
Indeed, rumors based on speculation from a circle of conspiracy theorists that first began in the U.S., originally traced back to this American conspiracy theorist called Hal Turner, published on his website, the Hal Turner radio show, on April 25th, where we see exactly the same headline information and photo that were later published in the fake claims that we saw on X in French some days later on April 29th, and also shared by this well-known conspiracy theorist here in France, who is known to frequently disseminate conspiracy theories as well as fake news information. Of course, that was also traced back to this Russian propaganda website called Pravda.
Indeed. NATO and France then target of misinformation, not just recently, but especially recently. Tell us why.
That's right. Here we have already just two more examples of this type of misinformation targeting NATO and Ukrainian allies such as France, and here the U.S., where users claim to show drone footage of American military aid on its way to Ukraine, when in fact this video actually shows vehicles deployed as part of a NATO operation in Eastern Europe. And also recently this video where users are falsely claiming to show proof with this video of the arrival of French troops in Odessa, Ukraine, a video that actually shows Polish troops in Poland, together with what the claims that we just debunked as well. These are all part of a broader disinformation campaign that aims to make people believe that NATO and Ukrainian allies, including France, the UK, and the US, are already in Ukraine. A misinformation campaign that began following Emmanuel Macron's remarks on February, where he says that he doesn't rule out the possibility of sending Western ground troops in Ukraine. Remarks that he recently reaffirmed in this interview with The Economist, published some days ago on Thursday. This also follows the UK's David Cameron's comments made last week in Kyiv, saying that he would use a British supplied weapons against Russia, that they're on their right to do so. In response to these comments, the Kremlin has just announced that they've ordered nuclear drills and what they call a provocation from France, the UK, and the US, in what Russia considers, quote, a readiness for direct confrontation.
Catalina, thank you very much indeed. Catalina Marchand-Debreu with Truth or Fake.